Padres pregame thoughts. Padres and the Phillies, game 2 of this series. Pedro Avila on the mound for the Padres, and then Michael Lorenzen on the mound for the Phillies. My underdog fantasy pick, I'm going to go with Manny Machado higher on half a single. I like the matchups there. I think he's hitting over 400 against Michael Lorenzen in his career. It's not a huge sample size, but I do like that, so that's going to be my pick. He is DHing again today, Manny is, and I'd expect him to continue to be DHing until the Padres are mathematically eliminated, and then hopefully the Padres will shut Manny down because that's what makes the most sense for the franchise. I mean, he's here for the next decade. You don't want to make an injury worse. You know, he's already playing in pain, and it's clearly bad enough that they're just DHing him and having him not play third base, where he's like a Gold Glove third baseman when he's out there, you know? So it's obviously bad. So we'll see who else is shut down when the Padres get mathematically eliminated alongside Manny. Will any starters or relievers get shut down? We'll see what happens there. Pedro Avila on the mound today, there's a low bar for him to get over tonight compared to what Rich Hill did. Be better than Rich Hill last night. I'm hoping Avila can give the Padres 4-5 innings, then hand it off to the bullpen and see what happens after that. He's had some good outings for the Padres this year out of the bullpen. He's had some really good outings out of the bullpen. So we'll see what he brings against the Phillies. A Phillies lineup, by the way, that is not as strong as it was last night. Trey Turner, he was placed on the paternity list. And JT Realmuto, he is not in the lineup. I believe it's Stubbs is going to be catching for the Phillies. So we'll see if the Padres can take advantage of that. And we'll see if the big guys in this lineup for the Padres can come through when it matters most. If you were watching or listening to my show earlier today, I mentioned the stat that Kevin Acee talked about in his Padres Daily newsletter earlier this morning about how the Padres' big four are hitting under 200 this year in a little over 40 of their losses when they've been the go-ahead run or the game-tying run up at the plate, or the game-tying run or the go-ahead run is on base already, starting in the 6th inning or later. So the clutch situations, those guys in those losses, they haven't been doing very good. There's a correlation there. There's a connection. So this season's already over, in my opinion, and in a lot of other Padres fans' minds, which it should be over in Padre fans' minds. I mean, they essentially have no shot at making the postseason. It's very small now. Hopefully next year, these guys can perform better because they're going to need to, because these guys are making a lot of money, big portion of the payroll, and they were brought here to come through in big situations. And it's been very disappointing, very frustrating that has not been able to be the case. I mean, yesterday was one of those examples where Bogarts grounded out, Manny struck out when I believe Soto and Tatis got on late in the game. There's situations like that where it's got to be better. They've got to find a way to come through. So post-game reaction coming up after the game. There's the pregame thoughts. Padres, Phillies, Fernando Tatis Jr. bobblehead night. So I'd expect another sellout. I think the Padres are getting close to 60 sellouts this season. So again, Padre fans doing their job. They've showed up. They've showed up even when the team probably doesn't deserve all these sellouts. And the Padres players, unfortunately, have not done their job good enough this season.